How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's
Yeah.
just got back from all kinds of errands. It's been a busy morning. I'm so upset. I was supposed to get a haircut. Right. I mean, it's almost on my shoulders, as you can
Dude,
tell.
it's awful. I can see it. It's
Yeah.
so bad.
I was thinking about to braid it.
Oh, really?
But I didn't want to culturally appreciate the northern European culture.
I think that's a good idea, but you never know.
Right? You don't know. You just don't
No,
know until you
nobody
know.
knows. Hmm. Do, 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 do. It was kind of fun. So obviously here in the US, we took Juneteenth off. So that was a couple
Oh,
days ago. It's kind of funny.
okay.
It's weird having a day off in the middle of the week. Um, because it really does feel like it compresses everything more so than having like a Monday or a Friday off. Uh, so
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah. It's not enough to get trashed, right?
yeah,
You can do a
yeah, exactly.
barbecue.
Yep.
Um, but it's like what day, like don't tell me it's Wednesday.
I guess you could say what I want to do for my business, like acting, not necessarily acting like I have the business full time, but just um, kind of just
See what
working
a
on the
day in the
business.
life of a self-employed person would be like.
Oh, it was awesome. I basically did everything I wanted, and I did it at a slow, like I allowed myself to do it at a slow pace because I was like,
Hmm.
I need to be slow today. I don't want to rush around everything, because that's often the mistake that I guess I make is I rush through everything,
Hmm.
and it's frustrating when I start doing that. And I was like, it's a day off. I'm working on my business or working with my business. Um, which, to be fair, I've never really fully grasped, and maybe you have a good answer, the difference between working on your business versus working in your business. Where's my pen cap?
I do have a concept for that,
Oh,
and
there
I
it is.
think you don't see what this is until you've been in it for about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So a lot of people think that I'm going to start off, I read this book, The 4 Hour Work Week, and all these guys, and I'm going to focus it about my business. But you can't really do that well until you really understand your business and you have established procedures in there already and
Hmm.
habits to consider if it all makes sense or not.
Yeah.
So if you do it when you do it too early on, you're doing it kind of from a guessing site and you're still
Hmm.
building up the model anyways. So maybe it's more intentional, maybe it's great, but it's not the
Hmm.
same as what they're talking about.
Makes sense ish.
You'll see. You'll see. The if you were, I don't think there's a comparison for guys that are W-2, right? So I don't
No,
think an
there
employee
isn't.
can do this concept unless you're able to hire people and you get like commissions. In that case, maybe you can, but still, you lack the authority to really do much, and
Oh,
it's hard
yeah.
to apply any kind of lessons or to take the risks.
This is going to be a little bit of a therapy thing for the next few minutes because I'm going to just describe.
Isn't that what these calls are for?
Sure,
Self
we can say
medication.
that. I am like really dark. Like all my lighting is really bad. I need to adjust my lighting. Maybe I should just
How's
open
my
up
lighting,
the.
by the way? I'm in a bit of a new spot. I've changed my. I can't remember if I did this before or
That's
last
fine.
fall or during or like. Do you remember
Your
this?
lighting is fine.
Super.
It's just I okay. So before we get to my therapy session, I really hate it because I am a perfectionist and I really want things to look good. I want things to sound good. Like I want everything to be absolutely professional. That's part of the reason why my side business, I haven't started a YouTube channel because I want everything to be perfect for the YouTube channel.
So perfect.
And it's like
Agree.
everybody I listen to who talks about YouTube channels or doing YouTube, they're like, just start it. And
It's quite
I'm sitting
ugly.
here like, I know, I need to just do it.
Yeah. And see
But
that those guys are nice. I'm going to say grow some kahunas and start it.
that's basically what they're saying. They're doing it. Anyway. I'm working on it. Doing tons of I'm doing a ton of recording content and stuff right now.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yes.
Recording is
So
awesome, like we do. Um,
yes, editing's the
editing
hardest.
and publishing is probably the next best thing.
The publishing is easy. Publishing is so easy. It's
True.
the editing process that is extremely difficult and takes a lot of time.
Yep.
So, and the hard part too is I have tried to find producers in the past, and a lot of them, it's hard to find a good producer because I oftentimes I find ones that just want to get the job done, want to get paid, and don't really want to put any effort or heart into the job. And those who do want to put effort and heart into it end up being so wildly expensive that it's frustrating. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Where the hell's the mix?
it's hard.
I'm working on that combination also.
So anyway, so I've been talking with my family and telling my like talking with them about stuff because we were in the process and we were working on trying to open up a business, and we're trying to get together the business plan for for the loans and the grants, because hey, guess what, we actually qualify for grants, we just have to apply, uh, all of those things. Okay, anyway, no, not so much we've been running into an issue. We it's just it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of
I
work.
I
Yay,
don't know if
ChatGPT.
I don't know if you've ever done it, but it is, holy cow, is it a, a lot of work. And it's a
Grants.
lot of questions. Grants
Yep.
are
Securities D
horrible.
violation, right? 301D is a lot of work.
Yep.
That's the securities exemption to get loans
Yep.
from, um, on property investment funds. And the what's the other thing that's paying me? But I hate doing uh, documents for lending.
Yes. Yes.
It's
One
just
of the
soul
big
sucking.
one of the biggest frustrations is trying to get together all of the numbers. You don't know what this has been my current favorite phrase. You don't know what you don't know. So it's a dumb phrase. I think it's stupid, like unknown unknowns. I think it's just stupid, but at the same time, there's a ton of wisdom packed in that phrase. Uh, I just wish there was a better way to express that wisdom. Anyway, the big thing is it's like you don't understand or grasp how much money you are going to be spending and using on a daily basis until you actually get into the business. You can throw up tons of estimates and stuff and throw it at the bank, but the thing is, like, you have no clue. This thing that you say is, or this packaging that you say is going to cost uh, $500 a month may end up being $1,000 a month, or it may end up being $200 a month because you find a different supplier. It just you don't know all of that stuff until it actually comes up. And in a business plan, you need that information. You need that data. Like some of the feedback that we got from people, especially very specifically a banker, because we're working with the one of the wonderful things that we have in my area is we have this small business development center that is funded by the Small Business Administration, and it offers free consultation stuff for small businesses. So you can go in and they will help you through the entire process of opening and running your small business. It's
Incubators are a
wonderful.
big deal. Every city has them. Every country, every
Yeah.
whatever. You need to get in part of one,
Exactly.
and it's a whole
So,
job. Like the guys that do that stuff, God bless them.
dude, oh man, and it's amazing too because we got into or got a friend of mine knew a guy who we've gotten in contact who's the business who is in charge of business development for the county that we are opening up our business in, and he has been a phenomenal source of help. Just everything has been amazing um, with it. It's like it's awesome. Anywho, um, so we that's all good, all taken care of. Anyway, so we're going through all this, and I'm working on my own personal side business and such, and I am just so tired and frustrated with my current job. I don't want to do it. It's stupid. I hate who I'm talking to and working with, and it's just like this is dumb. I don't want to do this. I just flat out don't want to do it. And it's soul crushing because I can taste on the horizon this whole small business. So, like leaving my current job and going and being in the small business.
Hmm.
So, like I said, it's soul crushing. But here's the issue. And then here on top of this, like I've gotten job offers from other people. Um, I've
You
gotten
desperately
other
need the
people
love.
like reaching out to me. Like I think I told you I had a startup reach out to me uh, about joining them and everything, but it's um, and I was just like, no, I can't do it. As much as this would be cool, as much as I would be able to get a ton of money from it and be able to use that to support my small business and all these other things, I can't do that right now because of the time. Because
I'm going to say congratulations on that because you already have two startups right now. The
yeah,
families and yours.
yeah,
It's too much. It's really too much for a person.
it is. And so, and that's what I was going to say is it was way too much. And then on top of that, one of the things that is really nice about my current job is I can literally get up from my desk, walk away for an hour, and nobody bats an eye.
Yep.
That means that I can spend an hour working on my business. Again, now obviously, or maybe I shouldn't say obviously, the important caveat to all of that is making sure that I get my work done in a timely manner no matter what. That's the biggie.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if I
I think you hit the nail on it, right? I encourage people to start businesses while they have a full-time business. Now, I want them to make their commitments to the people that hired them, right? I don't want
yep.
them kind of stealing work hours from, whoever's supporting them, supporting their lifestyle and their other business, because karma is what they call a evil witch.
You can say it.
Right. So I think everybody absolutely knew what I was going to say, and I had fun
Yeah.
not saying it. But karma's an evil witch. So when you steal from somebody else will give you back that love,
Hmm.
right? So try to find ways to do it. Give your full 8 hour or whatever your commitment is to your employer, and then make the focus to do that. Now, if you take this hour of work during your workday to take care of business stuff, and you have the ability to satisfy that hour later in the day with your current employer, and they don't care,
Hmm.
God bless that employer. Stay with them as long as possible.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Make them successful as hell. Right while you're there, your
That's the
job
thing.
should be give these people 10 times the value you receive, or 100
Well,
times the value you receive.
and that exactly. It's just it's awesome. I'm in a great position with the current job. I'm making good money. It's like it's all that stuff. I can't stand the work I'm doing. I can't stand all of the other stuff. I don't like the office politics that are involved. And in
Politics are evil.
fact, I'm just kind of getting to a point where it's like I don't care anymore. I'm just
When
gonna
was the
keep.
last time the guys in your office went out to shoot rifles?
Oh, dude, never. Because for one thing, I am 100% remote, so that makes it a little more difficult. But
But if they said, "Hey, we're doing a team event, we're going out to shoot some rifles, we would like you to come," would you?
Yeah, if they were in the same area, I would.
Oh, are they
That's what
so
I
far
like. That
away
would
you
be
can do
fun.
it?
But the problem is, like, my team's up in New York, so that's never going to
Mm.
happen.
That's never going to happen. That's even funny. Um, most of my teams, most of my remote teams will occasionally so I don't like having totally remote workers. I find that
Oh yeah.
there's a couple problems. One is it's very lonely for them.
Oh, dude, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
It
that's
feels
my
great.
situation.
Exactly. Exactly. And the more intelligent you are, the worse that loneliness is.
Oh, very true.
So yeah, yeah. Suffering is suffering. But the next thing is the shift in inability to get support, to have learning and growth. It's killed with the remote work
Well,
teams.
it is very easy to dissociate the person from the
Yep.
messaging and everything. So at
Yeah.
that point, then it's very easy to not view the other person as a person and just view them as a
As
text or
Chat
a
GPT.
bot or something. Exactly. Yep. Something along those lines. And so then you end up creating or getting a very different working relationship and something along and stuff along those lines. And it's up on honestly, it is the majority of the burden for trying to integrate that person into the team or to integrating that team together tends to fall on the on whoever the team lead is or on the manager and things like that because they are the ones who create and set up the environment.
Well, it's their
However,
job. This is a leadership role, by the way.
yes, yes. However, it also falls on the person, or there is effort that needs to be made on the remote or the remote, but remote person also needs to make effort too.
Okay, the
So
GPT or the soul. I mean, we got to define
yes,
what it
yep,
is. Like, let's call them GPTs. And when
yep.
they make effort, they become souls.
A couple of weeks ago, oh, my manager, I was sitting down and having a meeting, and I said, "Hey, I want to take a step back from what I am doing. I want like I don't one. What are the next steps in my career here at the company? Because things have been very murky for me. Like I've reached the pinnacle of where I'm at. I have two. I'm like I could go down the people management route and do that, which I know I could do, and I'd be pretty decent at, or I could just remain as I am and being like a code monkey, so to speak. And I'm like, look, I don't want to go down personally. I don't want to go down the people stuff because I am looking at my family's business. I'm looking at all of this stuff, and it's like I don't want to go and start creating those types of relationships and starting to create that type of stuff, and then immediately leave. Like that's not good for the people under me. It's better for me to remain being the code monkey, at least at this company, um, at least until we get a definitive no that this small business isn't going to work. Um, so what I'm saying is, so
Even
I
if you get
sat
that
there.
definitive no,
Oh, there's other things.
here's something fun I have with my new entrepreneurs. And I don't often talk about this in the beginning. Sometimes I should. In fact, I should make an introductory. If this is your first business attempt, here's what to expect: pain, suffering, a small chance of success, and a lot of learning. Even
Yes.
if it doesn't turn out well for you, learn from that. Don't let it crush your soul and go into the next entrepreneurial experience or
Yep.
decide, is this suffering something you hate or something you enjoy? Right? If you
Yeah.
say, hey, I kind of enjoyed the experiment, the chance for success, and I'm still driven, awesome. How do you take those lessons? How do you improve, and how do you get to the next stage? Because I mean, seriously, like your first three entrepreneur experiences probably going to fail.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I've already I've been through that multiple times.